what a crown passed down in blood. And a war that never ended. Welcome to our exciting channel. Today, we're diving deep into this mysterious riddle and its gripping ending. In the year 800 AD, in the Church of St. Peter in Rome, Charlemagne, the king of the Franks, knelt. A crown of gold was placed upon his head, a crown that proclaimed him as the Emperor of Rome. This moment marked a rebirth of empire. Not the ancient Rome, but the Holy Roman Empire, a realm that considered itself the heir of its Christian glory days. However, this empire, despite its illustrious name, was never truly unified. German princes, like chess masters, chose the emperor and held the real power in their hands. In the 13th century, the Tarzan House of Hohenstaufen brought the empire to its zenith, but internal rivalries and external assaults, like a fierce storm, shook the foundations of this empire. It was the year 1806. Napoleon Bonaparte, the conqueror of Europe, rode towards the Rhine-Marne wars. He could no longer bear the ancient empire. With a calculated move, he formed the Rhine Confederation tent, an alliance of German states that were under his command. The French emperor, with cold and determined eyes, issued the dissolution of the Holy Roman Empire. Francis II, the last emperor with a pale face, cast the crown to the ground. 1,000 years of history came to an end in a single day. But Germany never rested in peace. After Napoleon's fall, the One German Confederation was formed in 1815, an unsuccessful attempt at unity, until a man of iron emerged, Otto von Bismarck. Bismarck, with his policy of blood and iron, smoothed the path to unity. In 1866, the 7 Weeks' War between Prussia and Austria changed the scene. Prussia emerged victorious, and the North German Confederation was born. 4 years later, in the Hall of Mirrors at Versailles Palace, Wilhelm I was crowned as Roman Emperor's German Emperor. The Proto-German Empire, the Second Reich, was born. However, this empire also did not remain stable. World War I dragged Germany towards destruction. In 1918, Kaiser Wilhelm II Torrent was forced to flee, and the Weimar Republic replaced it, a fragile democracy shattered under the weight of inflation and political crises. Then began the darkest chapter in German history, the Third Reich. Hitler, with enticing promises, led Germany into World War II, but this time, the defeat was final. In 1945, Germany was divided into 4 parts, and the Berlin Wall became a symbol of separation between East and West. It was 1989. The people of East Berlin could no longer bear the wall. With the cry of "Und we are one nation," they stormed towards the wall. Hammers came down on concrete, and after 45 years, Germany reunited. Today, Germany, learning from its tumultuous history, stands as the most powerful economy in Europe, a symbol of democracy and peace. But do the spirits of Charlemagne, or Bismarck, and even Hitler still whisper in some corner of this land? It was winter 1945. Berlin, a ruined city smelling of gunpowder and ashes, was now divided among the 4 superpowers. General Eisenhower walked in the American sector, while soldiers of the Red Army in the east raised flags of hammer and sickle over half-burned buildings. Hitler had committed suicide in his bunker a week earlier. People crawled out from the basements with gray faces, some still trying to hide their Nazi uniforms in a hurry. In Nuremberg, Hermann Goering and 21 other Nazi leaders appeared at the War Crimes Tribunal. Outside the courthouse, German women stood in line with empty baskets waiting for bread. One woman told a BBC reporter, "We didn't know. We really didn't know." Stalin had closed all land routes to West Berlin. People survived on 1,200 calories a day. In response, the United States conducted 278,000 airlifts over 11 months, delivering packages containing flour, powdered milk, and chocolate for children. One pilot wrote, "When the children called my name on the packages, I cried." In the West, federal Germany, with a new mark and democracy, led by Konrad Adenauer. In the East German Democratic Republic, with the secret police, Stasi, a terrifying machine that even kept the smell of dissidents in jars. One spy for every 66 people, a network of informants that kept watch on neighbors, co-workers, and even family members. Psychological methods included job displacement, drug manipulation, and confinement in mental institutions to break dissidents without killing them. Berlin, newly released documents from the archives of the East German secret police reveal horrifying details of the deadly Operation Golden Bullet. According to these documents, which became public after the reunification of Germany in 1990, border guards were authorized to shoot to kill anyone attempting to escape. By issuing the secret directive Schießbefehl, border guards were given permission to shoot to kill any escapees. This order applied to all borders with the West and emphasized that shooting should be precise to ensure escapees were immediately incapacitated. Along the 300-kilometer border, a death strip was established with landmines and booby traps. Armed guard towers equipped with heavy machine guns were stationed every 200 meters, and hungry, trained dogs constantly patrolled the area. This system was designed so that no escapee had a chance of successfully crossing. Peter Fechter's shooting 1962. At 4:17 a.m., 18-year-old Peter Fechter was shot in the lower back by a border guard. A Western photographer captured his struggle for life from above the wall for 50 minutes, a scene that became a symbol of the regime's brutality. His body was taken away by his mother in a cart. Execution of Chris Geoffroy, 1989. 9 months before the fall of the wall, Chris Geoffroy was shot down by 40 bullets. An autopsy revealed that 87% of the bullets had struck him from behind. He was the last person killed at the wall. Less than a year later, the same border guards helped dismantle the wall with shovels. In 1992, a special court in a united Germany sentenced 17 high-ranking Stasi and border guard commanders to life imprisonment for crimes against humanity. A spokesperson for the Berlin Wall Memorial stated to reporters, "These documents prove how far the East German system was willing to go to maintain power, even at the cost of human lives." At midnight on August 13, barbed wire appeared. Konrad Schumann, a 19-year-old East German soldier, jumped over the wires 3 days later, an image that became a symbol of freedom. On November 9, 1989, a mistake by a communist official declared, "End travel is free." Thousands rushed to the wall. A construction worker shouted with a hammer, "This blow is for my father, who was shot in 1961. Unemployment in the East reached 20%. Westerners mocked, saying, "Change your names, it still smells like communism." Angela Merkel, former chancellor and a child of the East, stated, "And the wall is still in our minds." Today, traces of division can be seen in wage differences, urban architecture, and accents. The younger generation stares at pictures of the wall, while grandparents recount memories of escaping from gunfire. Has history really ended? Perhaps the physical wall has collapsed, but the invisible walls of distrust, built from Stasi memories and the pains of division, still stand. Stay tuned for captivating upcoming videos. I'm eagerly awaiting your intriguing comments.